Peter here, aka Peter Freakout 10, and it's time for another update. Alright, it's my long-awaited Christmas birthday update. I guess a couple days ago I just had my birthday, and also I had Christmas and got a lot. Some of this stuff is actually technically from a few weeks ago because I never showed it until now. A couple of this stuff from my birthday. But some of it is actually from a few weeks ago. So it's not technically all Christmas stuff. I just figured why not combine it together so that I can have a huge update to show you guys. And believe me, it's a huge one. So let's not waste any more time because we got lots to show. Let's get started. Now, the first thing that I actually got for Christmas, starting off with the video games, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 video games, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 VHS tapes, 3 TV shows, and 1, 2, 3, 11, 12 DVDs. And that's a lot of stuff. But without further ado, let's get started. Now, starting off with the games, I actually got a new console for my collection. And this is one that I've actually been thinking about giving a try. And I finally got it. And I'm really happy I have this thing. I've been wanting to play it for a while. And that is a Nintendo 64. I've been playing that a lot recently. I got everything with it. I got a controller. This is hooked up to the thing right now. It works perfectly. System itself does too. Got a rumble pack which came with it. Also, I have like I got like the expansion pack. This is what came with it. I would take it inside and show it, but I don't want to unplug everything since it's all hooked up perfectly. Been really loving this thing. Of course, got to get games. And the first game that I actually got, this is one that I've been wanting to play for a while. This game goes for crazy prices on the internet, but my mom got it for me. She's like, okay, I'll pay it for you. I know how much you really want the game. So I thank her very much for that, and I'm so happy I got this game. This has been a dream come true to play this game. This game has literally been in my must-play list. I know there's a remake coming on the way that I actually want to check out, but the original is the way to play it, because I'm not happy with what they're doing with the remake. They're censoring some stuff, so I'm sort of like, you know what, I'll get the original and I'll play it. And I'm really loving this game. This is actually one of my favorite platformers of all time, and I can't believe I'm saying it. But started playing it, I'm absolutely loving it, and that is Conker's Bad Fur Day. Heck yeah, what is there to say about this game? This game is funny as heck. I love this game. It's just been a blast playing it. I'm still playing it, and when I beat it, I'll give my thoughts on it. But Conker's Bad Fur Day, that's the first game I got. For those wondering what this game is, if you've never actually played it, this is a game you play as a squirrel named Conker who's drunk, and he ends up walking into a valley where all this weird stuff is going on, like he keeps coming across these crazy characters. He's basically trying to find his way home. That's what I gather from the story so far. But that is Conker's Bad Fur Day. And the next game that I got, this is one that I've been wanting to check out for a little bit. I actually was in the mood to play a good first-person shooter. I had to get the expansion pack with it. The expansion pack I actually got separately, but figured why not give this game a shot. I've heard amazing things about it, and that is Perfect Dark. Heck yeah. This is a great first-person shooter. Definitely really excited to play some more of it. This is one of the last Nintendo 64 games to come out, because this was 2000. This one in particular is the last one, Conker's Bad Fur Day. But Perfect Dark, this is just a great game so far from what I've played of it. I just tested it, but I didn't play like the first level. I just tested it to see if it worked well, and it works perfectly, and it's such a fun game. So, yeah, definitely gonna play some more when I bring myself around to playing it. And the next game I got, this is one that just came with the console. They threw in a free game, and got it. I like it. It's nothing too special. I'm not really a big sports game fan. NBA in the Zone 98. It is what it is. Nothing much to say. Oh, this one I just had to get. This will become one of my all-time favorite first-person shooters. I love the idea. Jurassic Godzilla fan. I know you love dinosaurs, so I think you might want to check out this game. This is actually a very unique game. Definitely has a lot going for it. Acclaim. I really miss this company. I know it's becoming defunct now, this company, but this was like their crowning achievement into the world of excellence, and that is Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. This game is just so much fun. It's definitely a challenging game, though, so if you can sit yourself down and actually be patient with it, you'll have a great time with it. I haven't beaten it yet because so much going on. I'm getting back into work, but definitely going to get around to continue playing it. When I finish it, I'll do a review on it. That's Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. And next game I got is actually a fighting game for the system that I actually thought looked really cool. It's developed by Midway, the same company that actually did the Mortal Kombat games. And it's one it's similar. It's definitely bloodier like Mortal Kombat, but it's definitely not like, the combo moves and whatnot. There's very fewer characters in this game, but I still like the game from what I've played, and that is Biofreaks. Definitely a really unique game. Get your crazy characters like this guy on the cover here with all the spikes in him. You can actually rip people's arms off. But, yeah, Biofreaks is a lot of fun. So definitely one, if you like Mortal Kombat, you like bloody and gory stuff, you'll definitely like that game. But those. And the last game I actually got, this is based on one of my favorite shows I started getting into again. Well, I started rewatching it in preparation for the new season. And it's a show that I know Jurassic Godzilla fan does not like, and that's fine if he does not like this show. I love this show. I saw the first season of it a long time ago, and I just fell in love with it. I've been catching up with it, trying to catch up with it again from the beginning. So got the game for it, and this game is just so much fun. And it's something you wouldn't see this particular series go into. Like, when I heard the idea, it was sort of like, they can't do it with the series. They will fail tremendously. But, little behold, this game is actually a lot of fun. That is South Park. Yes, I'm not kidding with you. South Park actually got a first-person shooter. How? I don't know. But this is a fun game. It's definitely a lot of fun. You don't use guns in this game. You actually just use like snowballs. You could pee on a snowball and throw it. You also get like toilet plunger guns. There's Terrence and Phillip grenades. You can choose one of the characters to play as. Trey and Matt actually do their voices. But this is a fun game. Definitely a fantastic first-person shooter. So, yeah. Those are the N64 games I have so far. Big stack. Gonna put them in there a little later. Got them all in. Let me just fix those. So I want to get them in order, so because I have some people coming to clean the room tomorrow, so gotta clean up in here. I gotta clean up after I do this update. So I'm just gonna put them in order so that when I put them in like the place, I could just go through and pull them out. But those are the N64 games I got. Now on to the console games. And the first game that I actually got is a sequel to a particular game that I played a long time ago. Well, a couple of years ago. I never reviewed it. I'm actually replaying it now in preparation before I actually play this game so I can review it. But the first game was actually one of the most surprising platformers I ever played. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I actually loved it, and it actually became one of my all-time favorite platformers. And I'm really excited to check out the sequel, and that is Tide the Tasmanian Tiger 2 Bush Rescue. This is for the Xbox, I actually got. I was going to get it for the PS2. And I have a very interesting story about this game. Hear me out. This is, to me, I had to go through a lot to get this game. The Cobra, remember last year how I told you about the Cobra DVD, how I had a hard time finding it? Well, this tops that incident, literally. My mom originally got this game for the PS2 for me for Christmas. And so it came to the house and she wrapped it. She didn't check it, and it instead came with the first game on PS2. So quite literally, I was sad, but you know it is what it is. So she was at the same time though. I actually got a gift card for Christmas. So she was like, "You can order it from there." And I was like, "Okay." So I order it from there, and get this, it's the same thing. It's the exact same game. It's this game on the PS2 in its case. And I was like, what the heck is going on? How do these people not tell the difference between Tie the Tasmanian Tiger and Tie 2 Bush Rescue? I was just ticked off. My mom even was like, "Are you doing something wrong?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm ordering for the right person. It's the dang sellers who can't tell the difference between 1 and 2. I know I should be mean, but when you're selling a game and you can't tell the difference between 1 and 2, that's when I call stupidity at its finest. I know that's wrong to say, and no offense to that particular person, but how can you not tell a difference between 1 and 2? I know we all make mistakes, but it's a very simple it's a very easy thing to remember. It's not like rocket science. It's like, come on. So thankfully, I decided I get it for the Xbox, and so I'm usually not like that. I don't want to sound mean. It's just like I have never had that happen to me before. And it's just like I always find the sellers that I go to very like logical, and are able to tell the difference. I don't know why they didn't tell the difference between 1 and 2. I don't mean to be mean, but I'm just surprised that even happened to me. But yeah. Anyway, I decided to get the game for Xbox, and so I literally had to write to the guy this time. Is this really tied to Bush Rescue? Because I ordered a copy from this one guy. My mom ordered a copy, and they both came as tied 1. Is it really the copy? And he's like, yes. Thankfully, the last guy actually got a refund from it. But so the game comes, and it looks like this. And I test it out, because I always test my games before I actually start playing them. And the game wouldn't read it, because it was so scratched up. I am not kidding you, dude. This game was so scratched up that I was so, like, ticked off about that. So, pretty much, I write to the guy. I'm like, this time, this is scratched up. It's not reading it. I really want a new copy. Thankfully the guy was nice, and he refunded me. So that's twice I got refunded for this game. So yeah, but finally got the game. I'm really excited to play it. Sequel to the first game. I've actually heard that even though this game sold less, of the two, people do kind of consider this one to be the best. Actually looks a little bit better. You get like a kart racing mini game in it. Boss Cass, this guy from the first one, comes back. This one has more of an emphasis on driving, and you also get a mech suit in it. It looks like a really fun sequel. Definitely looks like a great sequel. I'll get to playing it once I finish playing this game. But yeah, that's Tie 2. Definitely looks like a lot of fun. Great condition too. Came with everything in the manual. But yeah. And the next game that I got, this is actually one that that I didn't know what to think of it. I like these little platformers. I mean, heck, I like Tie 2, which that was surprising. But I thought this looked interesting, and I really wanted to basically give it a shot. I remember hearing about this game, and it really I really like these interesting kind of characters, how they get involved with platforming and whatnot. And just the idea that you're a lizard, and you're basically having to do jumping and fight for yourself. In fact, his main method of attacking is smacking enemies with his tongue or razor-sharp claws. So looked like a fun game. I figured why not pick it up. Scalar. Yes, Scalar. For those wondering what the heck this game even is, it's developed by A2M Studios, who previously, what was it? Am I thinking of another game that they did? A2M. No, I'm thinking of someone else. They are working on a particular Scooby-Doo game. I think it's Unmasked that's coming. I haven't played it, but I'll give that one a shot when I get around to it. I don't know what else they've done, but this is like their first like idea-based platformer. So figured why not pick it up, give it a shot. Looks like a fun game. Looks like an interesting game. Basically, you have this kid who basically he finds out that his neighbor's an evil scientist and he wants to use a mutant lizard army to destroy the world. Yeah, I know, sounds cheesy. And basically Bobby gets caught and basically put in the experiment and transforms into his alter ego, this lizard. So I thought that was interesting, thought it looked like a cool idea. Definitely going to give this game a try when I have the time. That's Scalar. And the next game that I got, this is one that I've been wanting to play ever since I first heard about it. I thought this game looked awesome. And just the sheer amount of, like, freedom that you can do, the amount of character customization, even more so than Morrowind, which I did a review on. This game just had a lot more going for it, and I really wanted to play it, and it just looked like such a fun game, and just what you could do with your character. Granted, your character's only a boy in this game, so it's not really like boy or girl, but just what you could do, what you could create your character to be. You can make him good or bad, and each thing you do affects how people in the town react to you. I just had to play this game, and that is Fable. This is for the original Xbox. It's an Xbox exclusive. Another reason I got so interested is that Danny Elfman actually does the score for this game. Yes, the Danny Elfman. So that was really something I became interested in. But Fable looks like a really fun game. Definitely going to give this a try soon. I actually have a friend of mine who actually loves this game. I know that people have said that this was the most disappointing game of 2004 and that it didn't live up to their expectations because Peter Molyneux, the guy who helped make this game, was actually going on about how this is going to be a perfect game. It's going to define the platforming genre. I don't know about that. I really don't know. Don't know if that was all exaggerated because he was trying to get people to play the game. I really don't know, but it looks like a really fun game. Definitely going to give it a try another time, but that's Fable. And the next game that I got, this is a sequel to a game that I've already been playing, and I just love this game. I love this. This is a sequel to a fighting game that I absolutely loved. I loved the first game. The first game I thought was an awesome wrestling game. This one is just so much of an improvement. Basically, like now, your character, you can create your own character. You can do what you want, give him his own skills, and just go about however you want to do it. On top of that, you get a big old M rating. You get Def Jam Fight for New York. This game is awesome. This is one of the best fighting games I've ever played. I love this game. It's a lot of fun to play. Very easy to get into. All the rappers from Def Jam Vendetta come back, including a few new ones. Like Henry Rollins is in this game. Snoop Dogg, WC, Ludacris. Actually, Ludacris was in the last one. Many others. You also get Carmen Electra in this game. Even Danny Trejo comes in. So yeah, my favorite things to do in the game, if you guys have not played this game, you would know that for those who have played this game, you would know that in the game, you get like these parts in it where you get like these environmental attacks you can do. Those were so much fun. But Def Jam Fight for New York, I got in like this plastic case because it was more cheaper that way. So, yeah, that's Def Jam Fight for New York. I'll get around to playing it again. Speaking of another fighting game, moving from one series to another, Here's a fighting game that I actually really wanted to try out. I love this series. The last one I thought was one of my all-time favorite fighting games. I don't know how this one will be. Get around to it later. But for those wondering, that game is none other than Mortal Kombat Deception. Heck yeah. Got it for PS2. Figured why not get it on PS2. Because I definitely like the controller better. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance is one of my all-time favorite fighting games. I don't care what anybody says. I love that game. I loved the fighting mechanics. I know people complain, oh, there's only two, your character only has one fatality. I didn't mind that. I thought it kept it. The fatalities were easy to use. I liked the Xbox version better. The Xbox version just felt better to control, and I could do the fatalities with that. I even love that Adema song. I know who you are, the leader of lost souls. You can't kill me, I'm immortal. That's a great song. I love Adema. I know one person I know hates the song. I don't know why, but this one looks like a lot of fun. Definitely looks like it stepped up the mechanics a little bit more. The locations are a lot different. Now, this time, you actually have environmental kills you could do. Like, you could kick one of them into something and get gore. They updated the conquest mode a little bit. There's some other mini games like chess combat, puzzle combat. Looks like a very good game. Definitely gonna check this out sometime. Love Mortal Kombat, so I think I might not give it a shot. And also, just throw this in there. I rebought my copy of The Suffering because you guys know my copy was scratched up. So figured get it so I can have it. This time it came complete. As you guys know, my copy was scratched up. You guys already know how I feel about this game. If you don't, check out my review on it. But that is The Suffering. Great game. And next game that I got, this is for a particular franchise that I know a lot of people saying getting stale, but figured why not get it. Really like this series. The last one in particular wasn't as bad as everybody said it was. I think they were a little too harsh on it. I'm unsure about this one. This one is more of like a sandbox sort of feel to it. Definitely looks a little bit like Crash Twinsanity. Not Crash Twinsanity. This is Crash Twinsanity. I've revealed it. So yeah, Crash Twinsanity. It looks like Whiplash a little bit. In fact, even the back of it looks like Whiplash. Some of its sense of humor too. So I don't know if Traveler's Tales actually saw them. Well, like we gotta do it like Whiplash, but. That's Crash Twinsanity. Now you have Dr. Cortex and Crash Bandicoot working together. You also get playable characters like Nina Cortex, the bionic goth girl. Now you have moves you could do now that he's with you a lot more. But Crash Twinsanity, that's actually a fun game. Played a little bit of it. It's actually a lot of fun. Tell you more what I think of it. Here's a third game in a particular franchise that is said to be the final one. I'm unsure of that, but I already reviewed the first two games. Started up this one, and I just think this is a fantastic third game in the series. I haven't gotten down to really give my final thoughts on it, but Jak 3, baby. Great, great, great game. I think this game is fantastic. Definitely they fixed a lot of the problems with Jak 2, and I love Jak 2, but I'm not sure if I like this one better than Jak 2. I'll have to play the rest of it and give my opinion, but so far I'm really loving this game. So yeah, that's Jak 2, Jak 3, I should say, and that's pretty much all the video games I have. Now on to the VHS tapes I have. And the first one I got, this is for one. I figured why not pick up. A friend of mine, Kyle, going back to Kyle, aka Jurassic Godzilla fan, he actually loves this film and figured why not give it a try. I like the particular characters in this. Definitely, I mentioned to him I like this other franchise that they did more, but I still like these characters. And plus, you get Michael Jordan, and of course, you know what I'm talking about, Space Jam. Yeah, I figured why not pick it up. Because I know Jurassic Godzilla fan loves this film. It's a childhood favorite of his, and I remember liking it. I saw it a long time ago. I remember liking it, so figured why not pick it up and relive some childhood memories. I always forget Bill Murray's in this. Danny DeVito is a small role. Well, I should say a small role. He's actually the villain in this. Of course, you guys all remember the "I Believe I Can Fly," which honestly made it more popular than the movie. So, yeah, but that's Space Jam. I'll tell you guys what I think of that once I watch it. And the next film that I got, this is one that figure why not check out. Saw it for sale there and figured why not give it a shot. I've heard a lot of bad things about this film. I know it got nominated for one of the worst of 1993, I think. Yeah, 1993. But I still want to check it out because it's directed by Penelope Cyphers, and this is the same woman who did Wayne's World, so figure why not give it a shot, and that is The Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, I know. But from what I judged in the trailer, it doesn't seem like that bad of a film. Honestly, I've seen much worse. You got a good cast here. You got Jim Varney, a.k.a. Ernest P. Worrell here, from the Ernest movies. Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail. Yeah, Diedrich Bader. You have, who I don't know anything about, Dabney Coleman. Erica Laniak from Under Siege is here. She was also in Bordello of Blood. Cloris Leachman also is here. Rob Schneider, a young Rob Schneider in this film. Leah Thompson from Howard the Duck and Back to the Future. Seems like a fun film. I'll give it a try when I'll tell you guys what I think of it. Next one that I got, this is one that I remember I saw on TV once a long time ago. I actually thought it looked really interesting, and I wanted to see the rest because I saw the ending of it, and I liked the ending, so figured why not pick this up, see the rest of it. Actually found it at a shop for like a couple bucks, and figured why not pick it up, and that is The Substitute, because I actually was looking through the tapes there, and they had this there for a good. I forget. Is this actually the one I got free? Because I got like one particular one for free, and it was either this one or another one in this pile. But that is The Substitute. Great cast in this film. You got Tom Berenger from another action film that I'm going to show next, from Major League, among many others. Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters and The Crow, as well as many other films, I think. Diana Vernaro, Glenn Plummer from Speed is also here. Mark Anthony, Luis Guzman, William Forsythe here. Great cast. Definitely looks like an interesting film. I'll tell you guys how I think of it when I see the rest. And the next tape that I got, speaking of Tom Berenger, Sniper. This looks like an interesting one, directed by Luis Los, who also directed Anaconda. He also did, what was that one film he did? The Specialist with Sylvester Stallone. That was a fun movie. But that is The Sniper. Great cast. You got him with Billy Zane and J.T. Walsh. Looks like a fun film. I'll tell you guys what I think of it after I watch it. Definitely looks interesting. Like the jungle idea in this film. That Sniper. And the next tape that I got, this is one that I was thinking about watching. I know it bombed when it came out, but very good cast of this film. Definitely a very good cast. I know this is a little bit of a period piece with some of the actors playing these particular characters, but it still is a gangster sort of action film, and that is Mobsters. Now, Mobsters, for those that don't know, this was actually what one of the actors considered in this film to be their version of Bugsy or Bubsy, whatever you want to call it, but basically the movie is about these particular characters in like a time period, basically trying to survive, and once they're trying to survive, hitting back at the people that wronged them and building this particular kind of mobster group. But it looks like a fun film. Christian Slater's Lucky Luciano, Patrick Dempsey, Richard Greco, Costas Mandalore. You also got F. Murray Abraham from the 13 Ghosts remake, Anthony Quinn, great cast, very good cast in this movie. That's Mobsters. And the next take that I got, this is actually one that I actually wanted to check out. This is a film my mom actually loves. She actually got to see this in the theater, so figured why not pick it up. Saw a little bit of this film. I actually like it a lot. And I definitely love the opening theme of it, the dun 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 dun, which actually attracted me a lot to it, as well as the director, too. I like this director, Joseph Rubin. Joseph Rubin, this is a guy who did Money Train. He also did The Good Son, Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid, among many others. But for those wondering, which film could he have directed? That is Sleeping with the Enemy, with Julia Roberts. This was around the time when you had, like, Fatal Attraction out, and they were trying to do, like, these From Hell movies. Like, there was this, Pacific Heights, which I already showed. There was also Unlawful Entry, Fear, Fatal Attraction was the one that started, The Crush. But Sleeping with the Enemy, I will say, definitely from what I've seen, definitely seems like one of the best of them. Definitely looks like a very good film, definitely creepy. I think Joseph Rubin is a very capable director. But I'll see the rest of it, and I'll tell you guys what I think of it, if that stays true. And the next tape that I got, a Wesley Snipes film that I actually wanted to see, because not only is Wesley Snipes in it, but I love this director. He directed one of my favorite Steven Seagal films, Dwight H. Little, who directed Marked for Death and Rapid Fire with Brandon Lee, which I actually got last year for my birthday. But, wow, I didn't expect 31 minutes to be that long, but yeah. This movie looks like a lot of fun. Definitely looks like an interesting film. Love the idea. Love the whole, love the cast and that. And it makes me excited to check this film out. Definitely makes me excited. But that is Murder at 1600. Yes. Wesley Snipes, Diane Lane, Daniel Benzali, Ronnie Cox, Dennis Miller is also here. Scored by Christopher Young. Directed by Dwight H. Little. What more can you expect? I'm excited to see it. I'll tell you guys what I think of it after I check it out. And 2 more tapes, then we're going to move on to the DVD. Sorry this is taking so long. I really did not expect it to be this long. But the first tape that I got is actually a Charlie Sheen film that I actually heard a little bit about. Definitely looked interesting. Looked a little bit like a little bit of a, I don't want to say ripoff, but definitely took some influence from Point Break with, what's his name, Keanu Reeves. But I still wanted to give it a try. I like Charlie Sheen as an actor, and figured why not check this out, and that is Terminal Velocity. Yes, Terminal Velocity. Basically, Charlie Sheen is basically a skydiver, and basically, what is it? What is he trying to run from? Oh yes, the Russian Mafia with her. Directed by Darren Serafini, who also directed one of my favorite Van Damme films, Death Warrant. I forgot that. I saw a little bit of this film a long time ago. I don't remember much of it, but now I remember it. But then the next tape that we got, last tape that we got, that is Kiss the Girls. Yes, I've been wanting to check this film out for a long time. Definitely looks like an interesting thriller. You got Morgan Freeman here. You got Carrie Elways, Tony Goldwyn, J.D. Sandler's. Looks like a very well-made film. Looks like a creepy film. Definitely one that looks to my liking. This is around the time when Seven was the big thing, and they wanted to do films like it, and this was one of them. You also got Ashley... Did I say Ashley Judd? Yeah, I already said the cast, but... Yeah, that's the VHS tape. And those are the VHS tapes I got, and now on to the TV shows. Now, I've already talked a little bit about this show, and I wanted the first season of it. Definitely really looking forward to rewatching it. I'm finishing up season 2, so I could go back and rewatch it right before the next season. But that is for Reno 911. I got the complete first season of it on DVD. coming in the slip-on thing, or slip-out fold thing, and you open it up, it's got the disc, it tells you all the episodes on here. It doesn't tell you the episodes in order. A lot of them are actually scattered about, but if you can look them up, that's fine. Would be nice to have a guide to tell you, but that's Reno 911 Season 1. Special features include an audio commentary with the cast and director, alternate deleted scenes. They're all uncensored. So if you're hoping to hear them say naughty stuff, here it is. And the next DVD that I got, this is for a show that I actually really enjoy. I love the Jackass universe, starting to get into it. And I figured, why not pick up this? Definitely want to check this show out, and that is Viva La Bam. This is the complete first season with Bam Margera. Let me just take the sticker off. But that's the complete first season. Comes in like a 2-disc set. These thin little cases. Let me just put that up there. There we go. I don't know if anybody wants to see the back. Same thing as the other one, but definitely looks like a fun show. Definitely looks funny. I don't know what my mom will think if she walks in on me watching this, but in terms of features, you got uncommentary track featuring Bam, April Phil, Ryan Dunn, Rab himself, Brandon DeCalmo, Rake Yon, Tim Glom, never before seen footage, including director's cut of Bam's skate park at Vegas Hypnotist, 4 music videos, scavenger hunt list, photo gallery, interactive menus, among many others. But that's Viva La Bam. Really excited to check this film out. Show out, I should say. And then, last show that I got, this is a show that I have the first season. I gotta watch that season, but I really like this show. I love Mike Judge. I like Beavis and Butthead. I don't know if I like this better, but it does have something over Beavis and Butthead that is a heart to it, even though I love both shows. Either way, they're still really good shows. It's great to have the second season, but that is King of the Hill, the complete second season. In this 4-disc set, yeah, they're stuck. I love these covers to it. I really love these covers. But there's the first disc, episodes on the back. And you get like a quote from him. Contrary to popular belief, beer is not a vice. It's a daily discipline. Wow, we're 37 minutes in. I didn't expect it to be that long. There's just 2. There's nothing sadder than a man drinking without his buddies. I don't know if you guys didn't see it. I forget that. You can pause if you guys want to see the episodes. Put these all in there. But that's King of the Hill Season 2. In terms of features, you get all 22 episodes. Season 2, selected episodes, commentary by your favorite characters, 197 deleted and extended scenes, including Animax and alternate endings, the Arlen School of Drawing tutorial, The Boy Ain't Right, book experts, animation evolution featurette, music video, director intros, and more. But that's King of the Hill Season 2. This is where a lot of people consider the show to start going up a little bit, hit its stride a little bit. Definitely can't wait to check out the show from the beginning, because I really like the show. Definitely like that show. But that's King of the Hill Season 2. Now on to the DVDs that I got. Now, the first DVD that I actually picked up for my birthday, this is one that I really wanted to see. I thought this film looked awesome. Chuck Norris is one of those guys you could ever go wrong with, and this is one that some of the people I know consider this to be one of his best films. Definitely looks like a fun film. Definitely looks like one that you wouldn't see today. That's the way to put it. You're definitely not gonna see it today with the war going on and whatnot, or a bunch of other stuff going on. This movie just looks awesome, though. These people invading the USA, and he's basically shooting them up. Looks awesome. But that is Invasion USA. I finally got this film. Kind of a lazy cover, though. I like the cover with him in the White House and all that stuff in the background. Definitely better than this, but still looks like one I'm gonna enjoy. Definitely looks like a fun one. This was a Canning film. You got people like Richard Lynch, Melissa Prophet. Also directed by Joseph Zito, who directed Red Scorpion. He also did Friday the 13th Part 4, The Prowler. So he definitely has a thing for violence. That's Invasion USA. And the next DVD I got is with the late Bruce Lee. May he rest in peace. Really wanted to check this film out. Thought it looked awesome. My cousin also recommended me this film because he knows I like these type of films. Enter the Dragon. This was like his high point, and I just knew from what he told me I had to see it. Directed by Robert Close, and definitely looks like a fun one. You got people like John Saxon in this, who would later go on to be in A Nightmare on Elm Street. Anna Capri, Bob Wall, Shin Ken, Jim Kelly, among many others. Definitely looks like a great one. In terms of special features, you get a making of featurette, Blood and Steel, making of Enter the Dragon, personal profile, Bruce Lee in his own world, vintage featurette, location Hong Kong with Enter the Dragon. That's what I was wondering. There's the disc right there. Interview gallery featuring Linda Lee Cadwell, commentary by producer Bruce Heller, backyard workout with Bruce, vintage home movies. Looks like an awesome film. Definitely will check this out in the future, but there's that. And the next DVD that I got, this is one that is a movie that I couldn't believe I liked. I thought this film was hilarious. I just had to get this film. I saw it with my brother over the summer. We both had a riot with it. I don't know why this film got the hate that it does. Not everybody hated it though. One person liked it on the back, so because I saw like this one guy who was like talking junk on those who liked it. He's like, "You don't know comedy. If you like this film, you don't know comedy. That means you're stupid." Well, technically, there is one person on the back here who liked this film, and if you don't like the film, that's fine. I can understand why, but I had a fun time watching it, and that is White Chicks. Yeah, I know. But I had a lot of fun watching this. Definitely was funny. Got the unrated cut, which I know had some stuff cut out. Directed by Keenan Ivory Waynes, who also did the screenplay along with his brothers, who also star in the film along with Jamie King, Frankie Fazone, Lachlan Monroe's also here. John Hurd from Home Alone is here too as the villain. You also get Terry Crews here. Definitely was a funny film. I should say definitely looks like. Definitely will rewatch this. I'll tell you guys in the future why I like this film. But that's White Chicks. Speaking of another film I had a fun time with over the summer, here's one that I really wanted to pick up. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I loved this film. Definitely one of the best action films of 2004. It's a movie that I felt like got way too judged unfairly, and I think people just bashed it because it wasn't, I want to say up to the expectation. It wasn't what people were hoping for, I could say. But I liked it. I loved the experience. I saw with my cousin. We both saw and loved it together. We even watched the first one in preparation for this. And I reviewed some of the other stuff in preparation for this film. But that is The Chronicles of Riddick. Yes, this is the unrated director's cut. So much more. 5 minutes of deleted scenes with... Actually, no, 15 minutes of footage not shown in theater. There's 5 minutes of deleted scenes for the features. Riddick's Worlds. Virtual Guide to the Chronicles of Riddick. Tombs Chase Log. Riddick Insider Facts on Demand. You can also put this in your Xbox and play the Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay game. There's also audio commentary with the director David Toohey, Carl Urban, Electra Dravalos, and more. But yeah, I loved this film. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if I like it better than Pitch Black. I can't say that because they're both awesome in their own ways. I just love the cast in this one. You got Vin Diesel, Thandie Newton, Carl Urban, Colin Four, Lysis Roche, Keith David, Yorick Van Wagenen, I don't know, Nick Chinlund, Judi Dench, who does a great job here. She's one of the best parts of the film. But yeah, I'll do a review, and I'll give a reason why. Since it's my birthday month, I'll sit down and watch this again. I'll give a review why I loved this film. And the next DVD I got was another one that I watched over the summer. And it's a sequel to a film that I already reviewed. I loved the first one. I know when this came out, it got loved by everybody. It outgrossed the first one. And it makes me excited to see what they could do with the third one. And I admit, as much as I do agree, I can understand why people like this film. Believe me, it is a fantastic movie. But is it as good as the first one? No, because I loved the first one. The first one I had a great time watching. But that film, Spider-Man 2. This is the widescreen special edition. It's a 2-disc set. Disc 1 is the movie. Disc 2 is the special features. Commentary with director Sam Raimi is on disc 1. AVR run producer Grant Curtis. Technical commentary. Blooper reel. There's a trivia, pop-up facts, and the world of Spider-Man. 4 webisodes, online featurettes from the film's film's 2 theatrical release. Music video previews. Disc 2 has the Making the Amazing, a documentary from pre-production to the Hollywood premiere. Hero in Crisis, a deeper look into Peter Parker and his personal battles and continuing the story of Spider-Man. Ockumentary, 8 Arms to Hold You, a special look at Doc Ock from the comics to the big screen. Interwoven, The Woman of Spider-Man, a look into the lives of Mary Jane, Aunt May, and the other woman in Peter's life. Enter the Web, a groundbreaking multi-angle look behind the scenes of the climactic Pierce scene captured in real time. Art Gallery, a collection of Alex Ross paintings used in the credits of the film. You also learn about the game. You also get a behind the scenes of the making of the game. There's web links. Definitely a jam-packed DVD that I'm going to check out soon. But Spider-Man 2, I thought this was a great movie. I had a ball watching this over the summer. Definitely one that definitely deserved the praise it got. I don't think it's better than the first one. I thought the first one had a better pacing to it, but I still thought this was a great sequel. Definitely a great action-packed sequel. Next one I got, this is one that got a lot of shame when it came out. I know that the behind the scenes is more talked about than the final product. But I wanted to give this a shot because when I was looking through the shop, a friend of mine that I was actually with actually told me about this film. It was actually like, it's not that bad as everybody said it was. I liked it. So I figured why not give it a try. And get ready for this. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I know it's directed by Stephen Norton, same guy who did Blade, and I know of the production problems with Sean Connery and him, how the two are always butting heads. There was a point he walked off the set because they kept changing everything. I don't care. It looks like a fun film. Definitely looks like a fun one. I know Sean Connery is never acting again because of this film, but I'll be the judge of whether it's good or not. In terms of commentary, you got a full-length audio commentary with producers and actors. You get it with the makeup and visual effects team, another commentary. There's a behind-the-scenes documentary, 12 deleted scenes. So definitely nice to have this for the collection. Definitely great to have this in the collection. Now, 3 comedies in this pile. First one being one that I actually saw, another one I actually watched over the summer, and I didn't think this film was going to be that funny, but I'll be honest, when I actually sat down and watched it, I liked it a lot. I mean it. I loved this film. I thought it was hilarious. Definitely one of the funniest films I've seen in a long time, along with the next one. But Will Ferrell, I think this is one of his best films. My favorite of his is definitely Old School, but this is definitely up there. I thought this film was great. And that is Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. This film is pure hilarity, and it's just an awesome film. Definitely definitely a great way to break away from what he's known for doing. Put him in like the hair and whatnot, and the mustache, and have a great cast around him. Christina Applegate, Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, David Koechner, Fred Willard's also here. You get a great cast, and they all work well with the material that they're given. And the unrated cut definitely has a lot going for it. You get over 60 minutes of fully outrageous bonus features, over 35 minutes of hilarious bloopers and deleted scenes, Ron Burgundy's unforgettable interviews at the MTV Movie Awards, Ron Burgundy's ESPN audition, an interview with Ron Burgundy courtesy of the Museum of Television and Radio, an almost uncensored commentary with Will Ferrell and director Adam McKay, the making of Anchorman, Afternoon Delight music video. Yeah, also Vince Vaughn's in this too. I forgot to mention that. So, yeah, that's Anchorman. That's another film I may review this month since it is my birthday. Figure why not do a couple of reviews, this being one of them. Anchorman. Here's another comedy I watched this year that I actually saw with my brother. We both really enjoyed it and got this unrated too, and that is Dodgeball, a true underdog story. Yeah, I thought this film was funny too. I don't know what's so different with the unrated cut, because the film was PG-13. I don't know why it needs to be unrated, because the film is funny as it is, and that's because of Ben Stiller, who you could tell is having a ball as this character. A great cast around it too, much like Anchorman. Great cast who used the film well to their advantage, and I was surprised at how funny I thought this film was. Definitely found this film really, really funny. Along with the cast, Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn. It's nice to see Vince Vaughn play an actual nice guy, whereas all the time he's playing... Well, Old School, I wouldn't say that. He was actually a nice guy at Old School, but here he's actually playing a fighter, standing up for his team and whatnot, his gym, actually fight for something meaningful. But Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, Christine Taylor, Rip Torn, Justin Long, among many other people who do fantastic jobs in this. And you get, with the unrated cut, you get all new commentary by Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, and director-writer Ross and Marshall Thruber, 9 deleted and extended scenes, and an alternate ending with optional commentary by Ross and Marshall Thruber, super sexy uncensored footage of dodgeball dancers, DVD ROM content, dodgeball screenplay, blooper, gag reel, featurette trailers, and much more. Awesome to have this in the collection. Definitely awesome to have this in the collection. Sorry this is taking so long. It's just, this is stuff that I actually bought. Some of this stuff is actually stuff I got a month ago, and I didn't show it because I wanted to do a big one, and think I did it. But the next one I got to add to my Eddie Murphy collection is one that's really starting to grow a big cult following. I know a lot of people that I know consider this one of his best, and I haven't seen it, but I'm definitely willing to give it a shot, considering the premise, like it's him basically being a demon hunter a little bit in a way. But that is The Golden Child. If you're a true Eddie Murphy fan, you probably knew where this was going. But The Golden Child, this movie looks great. Charles Dance is the bad guy. Yes, the doctor from Alien 3. Know some of the lines of this. I want the knife. I want the knife, please. But The Golden Child looks hilarious. It's a different kind of movie for Eddie Murphy than how he usually does. I'm definitely excited to see how he does it. I know he talks trash about this film and he didn't like the experience, but all in all, it looks like a really fun movie. But that is The Golden Child. Give my thoughts on that after I watch it, after I review his other films. Adding to my Jet Li collection, I'm going to review Romeo Must Die for Valentine's Day. This is to add to my collection. And this is the one that I think is one of his most successful films in the U.S. A lot of people consider this to be one of their favorites, so I figured why not pick this up to add to the collection along with his next one. This is actually produced by Luke Besson, who also wrote the film. So it's definitely willing to check this out. But that is Kiss of the Dragon. Looks like a really awesome movie. Definitely like the idea. Definitely like Bridget Fonda too. I think she's hot. Definitely really has a great feel to it. I like the Paris setting. I've seen the trailer of it. I like some of the action scenes too. Like the part where he kicks up the ball and kicks it in that guy. I also like Takashi Tachaki Cario as the bad guy. I liked him in Bad Boys, so be nice to see how it is. In terms of features in this film, you actually get commentary by director Chris Nahon, Jet Li, and Bridget Fonda, a Jet Li featurette, fight choreographer Corey Yoon featurette, martial arts demos, storyboard to film comparison, production featurette, 2 theatrical trailer, and more. Definitely can't wait to see this film. Definitely looks like a fun ride. That's Kiss of the Dragon. Another Jet Li film that my brother actually got for me. This is one that I was actually wanted to check out for a while. I thought this film looked really interesting, and that is Cradle to the Grave. I tell you, I've been so looking forward to seeing this film. Like, I thought it looked awesome. It's directed by Andreas Bartokowicz, who actually directed Seagal and Exit Wounds, which a lot of people consider this in the same universe, but looks like a really fun film. It's nice to see Jet Li and DMX back doing a movie. Anthony Anderson's here too. Tom Arnold. Mark Dacascos is your bad guy in this from Drive. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Gabrielle Union, who I will say is hot. Definitely awesome here. Definitely nice to see her here. Definitely looks like some cool action scenes. In terms of features, you get an X Gonna Give It To You music video. X Gonna Give It To You. X Gonna Give It To You. Awesome song. Ultimate Fighting Champions, profiles of the movie's martial artists. Choreography of the camera, multi-angle fight sequence. The Descender rig, new camera invention developed for this film, 2 hidden featurettes, time-lapse montage, and rear projection. Definitely nice to have this for the collection. Definitely really excited to check that film out. Looks awesome. And the last DVD that I got, this is one that my cousin recommended to me many times, and I first was like, could not be that good, but I was like, I saw the trailer for it, and I thought it looked awesome. And definitely has a very good cast to it, and that is Harley Davidson and the Marble Man, written by Don Michael Paul, who helped write that trashy Seagal film, Half Past Dead. This is definitely much better than Half Past Dead. Definitely looks like a great little biker film. I know when it came out, it got trashed on. I know Mickey Rourke, one of the actors, does not like this film, which Mickey Rourke, compared to the stuff you're doing, like, compared to what you've done in real life and how crazy you're getting, this is much better than what you're doing. But great cast. You got him and Don Johnson together, Tom Sizemore, Vanessa Williams, Chelsea Fields also here. One of the Baldwin brothers is in this. Looks like a really fun movie. Definitely some really good explosions. Awesome seeing these two together. And it excites me to see what this film can offer. So definitely will check this out and tell you guys what I think of it. But yeah, that is a huge update I have. I'm really sorry this took so long. I did not expect it to be 58 minutes. I'm really sorry about that. It's just a lot of the stuff I've been saving here for a while. So yeah, I've had a little, just figured why not show it in this video, wait for something big. Really, really sorry about that, guys, if I wasted your time, but still, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for listening. If you guys have seen any of these films, and if you guys like them, tell me in the comments below. If you guys dislike them, still be nice to know, but tell me what you guys think of these films in the comments below. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for my review of Trading Places. Bye-bye.